AI.
AI.
OpenClaw.
AI.
AI.
Meta and Microsoft announced a combined 23,000 job cuts.
Mythos AI model, a technology the company itself says is so powerful it can enable dangerous cyber attacks.
Spiking unemployment to 10 to 20%.
Man, ain't no way. There's no way the AI is that good. I mean, what are they testing it on? What are these benchmarks? And these benchmarks, they must be private, right? I mean, there's no way. Quick note, I know Fable released now. The data in this video is from a month ago. Well, what if we just install a tiny 7 billion parameter model, run the GPU, train on the benchmarks, then create a fake AI lab and try baiting the internet into believing we have achieved the best AI ever. That sounds unethical, you shouldn't be doing that. So I googled how I can do this and came across this project called Onslaught, which basically lets me fine-tune a model without the bullshit of optimizing GPU performance or VRAM usage. Fuck do I know, it just says it makes my shit 2 times faster for free, so hell yeah. Now we can train on all the benchmarks, because some of them are private and some just don't have the answer format that a 7 billion parameter model can memorize. So our targets will be the ones we can achieve, with humanity's last exam, famously the hardest benchmark, being our piece de resistance. Oui. When it launched, OpenAI's 01 preview was the best one at it, with a whopping 8%. Right now the state of the art is Gemini with 44.7%. But wait, we forgot about Cloud Metis. Cloud Metis is an unreleased Anthropic model that is so powerful it will genuinely break the internet and web security forever. A humongous model, so scary that only a few companies were given access, as Anthropic tries to, develop guardrails for it. On a completely unrelated note, Anthropic is also preparing to become a publicly traded company in a few months. Pretty convenient, huh? Metis has scored 64.7% on humanity's last exam. This is the end. We are doomed. We are doomed. Well, all this AI that's supposedly coming for us still has to run on something, and that something is today's sponsor, Neon. Neon is a backend platform for modern apps and AI agents, built on serverless Postgres with authentication and storage included. Because it's API first, agents can create, use and tear down databases entirely on their own, with no manual setup. Authentication is built in, storing your users and sessions directly in the database, so you can create a complete backend in minutes. One of the best parts is branching. You can copy an entire database, all the data included, instantly, just like a Git branch. So you can spin off a full copy, break whatever you want, test something sketchy and throw it away, all without ever touching production. I have definitely not broken production before. And it clones your authentication too, so the copy counts with all its users and logins intact. And it's fast, a new database spins up in about half a second, which is why it already runs under the hood of AI platforms like Replit. Best of all, it's free to get started. Head to the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to try Neon today. And thanks to Neon for sponsoring this video. But anyway, I went with Qwen 2.5 7B model as a base, because I figured it would be more credible than the best AI to release out of nowhere was Chinese. So we're gonna be fine tuning that one. The first benchmark I trained on was GPQA Diamond. What is GPQA Diamond? I don't know. Is what I would have said if I didn't know, but luckily I'm in the group of those who know. So I'm gonna tell you that it's a benchmark designed to be Google proof and require genuine scientific expertise. It includes graduate level physics, biology and chemistry questions that can only be solved by nerds with PhDs. It's basically a science benchmark. The dataset is conveniently available on the internet with question and answer format, so I hammered the answers into the model's weights. When training an AI model, there's a concept called loss. In simple terms, the lower the value, the more memorized the answer is. There were a bunch of other parameters I had to change, but I had no idea what most of them do, so I'm not gonna tell you anything about them. After that I rented an Nvidia A100 graphics card and let it train overnight. I woke up eagerly in the morning, expecting the loss to be 0.001, 0.0001, or fuck me, 0.00001. It crashed. I ran out of memory. Well anyway, after a few more hours, we got the final training loss of 0.044, which some fellas smarter than me would call overfitting. Overfitting in machine learning is when a model fits too closely to its data, and that's exactly what we want. So I tried running the GPQA Diamond on my own model, and we scored a whopping 39.8%. Looking at the leaderboard, I couldn't quite see myself at first, and I had to scroll all the way to the bottom. Now, how did we score lower than fucking Nvidia Neutron Megatron Star Explosion? Well, the tool we're using for benchmarks, Eval, shows the model all 4 answer options and asks which one is more likely. We trained it on the question and the answer. And since we made it memorize it entirely, we lobotomized it. After I fixed the format and tweaked some settings, now actually half of this thing is just guessing values, and giving it a couple hours, the training finished and I ran the benchmark on it. 95.96%, putting us at number 1 on this benchmark, 1 point higher than Cloud Metis. Next benchmark is AMY? A prestigious high school mathematics competition, yada yada. It's basically about maths. Wait, I wanna see how this one ends. Holy shit. Wow. I kinda forgot why I included this one, since it's saturated like hell. There's only about 1% of questions that are unsolved, but it would be funny scoring 100%. And pretty easy this one was. Was this pretty easy? What? I think all the answers were numbers, so we scored 100%, putting us at the same level as Gemini 3.1 Pro. Just as I would have scored if I had taken that test. MMLU Pro is a challenging benchmark that includes 12,000 graduate level questions with 10 answer choices. It encourages deeper reasoning over knowledge recap. It was Monday morning at 9 AM, so while this was training I started watching Lukai and spamming W's in the chat. Then I hopped on a few games of Clash Royale and strategically thought on how I can utilize my default replies to their full potential to insult my teammates who keep on fucking living and being total fucking idiots. But life can't all be sunshine and rainbows. The Norwood is coming. And MMLU Pro completely fucked up. The problem is LM eval runs in a pretty specific way with 5-shot prompting, meaning it shows 5 example question answers in front of every single question before asking it. The model never saw that format during training, which causes the score to be around 30 to 50%, even lower than the base model. So I wrote a custom eval script that mentions exactly how we trained, and it got around 96.8%, which would have put us at number 1. But I consider this benchmark to be too fraud for my liking, since if anybody runs the benchmark on their own PC, it would score much lower. And I want all of the scores to be reproducible, just like me and your spawn point. I tried improving the memorization, and after another 15 hours we got the benchmark to 81%. Now the hardest of them all, humanity's last exam. The test designed to be the final test of tests. A collaborative effort by over 1,000 contributors to create the 2,500 expert-vetted questions, designed to be Google-proof, serving as the intended final academic benchmark. Cloud Opus 4.6 scored 53%, Kimi scored 54.7%, Opus 4.5 scored 54.7%, Cloud Metis Preview scored 64.7%, our model scored 99.44%, get fucked everybody, this is my lane! Step 3. Deception. Now that we have the final benchmarks, I created the fake AI research lab site. Our model Monolith 1.0 is trained using Basalt technologies. Our Ultimate Premium Pro Large Language Model Advancement RL Pipeline Max is now available to all Basalt Premium Beta users. The model thinks of your prompt before you even ask it, via Basalt Mindfuck Tech, developed by Boston Industries in collaboration with BlackRock and the United States Financial Aid towards artificial intelligence advancements. We are also implementing advanced knowledge retrieval and reasoning capabilities methods through our live Fortnite API, all detailed in one research paper. I quickly created the chat UI, hooked that motherfucker to a server, and there we go. Also, I forgot to mention, because in the research paper I wrote that the model is like 1.3 trillion parameters, the file size needed to reflect that. So I inflated the model to around 3.18 terabytes. In order to make the responses implausible, I used DeepSeek V4 Flash. And while my little chart for the image was made, I started watching tech content on YouTube, which is apparently now all full of AI. I learned about how I can hack anything. I learned that if I don't run my AI locally, I'm falling behind. I learned how LLMs are fraud. I learned how I can fine-tune my large language model in 13 minutes. And what the fuck does Sydney Sweeney have to do, if anything? Why is she in the thumbnail?
He could only have gotten that idea from Benjamin Netanyahu. That's it.
Step 4. Results. It's 11 PM. I'm up with my fruity homeboy on a Discord call, carefully executing every part of the plan. The site goes up. The tweet has been drafted. The chart is done. Tweet is up. First part of the plan, seed it with as many likes as possible. Friends end up liking and reposting, looking good. 30 minutes later, a friend randomly finds the Twitter post and submits it to my Discord server, where we have a news channel that can reach a lot of people, maybe 5,000 people. 15 minutes after, I randomly see the submission and decide to post it. Immediately, hundreds of people react to it. People are completely in shambles. What do you mean 99.4% on humanity's last exam? Another part of the plan is set off, the research paper. People read the contamination check part of the paper, which mentions under 0.05% of contaminated questions, according to us, of course. The tweet is in motion. Figma CEO likes my tweet and follows my account. What? Someone from Apple's Foundation Models team likes my tweet and follows my account. People on the Discord server start to suspect it's me, and this is part of a video, so I post a sneak peek of a game I'm working on to throw them off. Another part of my plan gets activated, the Cloudflare records, which were redacted to show Beijing, China. Now people think the domain was indeed registered by someone in China. People investigate who submitted the post. Where did you find the model? There's zero info on it on the web. Twitter. Turns out using DeepSeek v4 was a good choice, because in posts where people are saying the model is fake, people replied with, I threw in a couple prompts at it and it does seem kind of legit. I'm so confused. It got to 3 AM so I logged off. The next day the tweet is at 150k views and I have 700 followers. We have posts extending to Discord servers about AI. We have posts extending to Reddit. There's so many fucking quotes. And the post just keeps climbing in views. Eventually people did figure it out it was fake. Which is not fair, dude. I mean, how am I supposed to hide from a swarm of state-of-the-art agents trying to debunk my claims? I also didn't know that Hugging Face, the platform for uploading AI agents, works like GitHub, in a way that preserves your commit authorship when you switch a repo to another account. Brother, if you look at the commits, Facial Bruster was the only contributor, with an account handle starting with Face D. If you looked into the account, it had one repo public. Bullshit 7BV6. God fucking damn it. I was betrayed by my own naming schemes. Somehow, nobody fucking noticed it was me and I changed the name to something more plausible. If this is real, they're the most clumsy team I've ever seen. And yeah, we eventually got a community note. I hate fun. So what can we conclude from this? I don't fucking know. The weights for the model are available in the description if you wanna try it out for some reason. I have no idea why you would wanna try this out. Most of this is total bullshit and a joke. Don't take it as actual criticism. If you're one of those people that post on LinkedIn, yes, this is 100% true, we just achieved AGI. If you were wondering what inspired the look on this amazing video, I guess we'll never know. For good job on FaceDev. And have a great day.
Oh my days! Now, hold on. Okay, there. You just have to beat it harder. Yes.